Impossible, impossible.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got the Titans' veteran quarterback, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Titans and the Jags, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 23.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should... Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
Here we go!
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play. He'll get this off to ETN. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Second and 9. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a good call there. That brings up 4th. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atoned for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They run on first down with Henry, but the hole evaporates quickly as he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Play fake. Here's Willis. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your go-to receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
A first down carry for Henry. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big ball football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, here's Willis. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dwayne Smoot. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football. Better chance to win again this week.
We're down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, it good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's in possession. Henry again on 2nd down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 79 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards to gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Willis will look to throw it. Able to find Walter. That's complete. There, the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. After the penalty, it's Henry. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Henry again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. As we roll on here in the month of December, Week 14 coming up tonight. We got a good one in the AFC West. Get the parkas out, Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night you can turn those parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And to throw again is Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Lawrence will throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Lawrence going to throw again. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for the first down. 105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Willis. This is caught. It's Woods. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. 23 yards the pickup there. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Henry out of the pistol. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Willis looks to pass it here. And he rifles one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 4th down, Willis is off, and Randy Bullock is on now for the Titans field goal. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And they picked up where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We've played 3 quarters. Back now in Nashville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. On first down, Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. This one caught by Ridley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 41, Lawrence. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Lawrence on 3rd down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Good protection there on 3rd down. This is just a simple flip to his tight end outside the numbers, and he's able to haul it in and pick up the 1st down.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll come. 17-7. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Titans are going to recover the football. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. That one looks like he'll throw here. And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Henry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Able to find Jones. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, 95 yards. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Henry running right. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Willis, he'll look to throw it. Rolling to his left. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Here's Willis. Airing it out deep for Woods. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars. Down 17-14, a little over 20 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw, Lawrence. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Lawrence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in, complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 41 yards. So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And he missed it. He missed it right. It's no good. And that's going to cost him the football game. So 3.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not.